His column's been around for 32 years. His work as a journalist began at the San Diego Journal in 1945, following a stint in the Navy. He's written several books, including Westward Tilt, a study of 13 western states. He's been offered jobs in New York and San Francisco, as well as National Geographic, but he's decided to stay right here in San Diego. Where did you get your basics? How did you perfect what you do today?
I had a Scottish mother and a Welsh father who were full of the old-fashioned work ethic, you know, and my dad lived to be 101. He was a Southern Baptist preacher who was fighting for the equality for the blacks back in the 30s and 40s before it was very popular down there.
Last month, Neil Morgan became the editor-in-chief of the Evening Tribune. Prior to that, he says, his life was more carefree. As travel editor for the paper, he was able to move around quite a bit, but his new position keeps him, for the most part, within the confines of the Union Tribune building, where he can oversee the operation of a nightly newspaper.
I think it was there and needed to be done, and I felt I ought to do it. And there's also a great deal of excitement because I've been a writer all my life, and I associate with writers, not with editors. And I stood up on a desk the first day out and said, okay, gang, if you've got some ideas about this paper, I want to hear from every one of you, and we're going to be a team, and we're going to see what'll work.
But Neil Morgan doesn't always have his hands full with the newspaper. His interests also include music, a profession he came very close to pursuing as a young adult. Morgan's been married to his wife Judith for 17 years, who's also a writer. She worked for the San Diego Union from 1963 until 1970. She's also written a travel column in the Tribune for the past 6 years. As for Neil, he'll continue to work on his column in addition to his new duties as editor. He's come this far, he says, because he survived.
I survived, but also I think maybe because I don't really have a lot of enemies on that staff, and I do have an urge to work, and they have an urge to work with me.